Hello dears, welcome to another video. Today I'll be making lunch for my husband's work, the lunch that I packed for him. I'll be making some stir-fried eggplant with ground turkey, and I'll also be making some fried egg with oyster sauce, one of my husband's favorite. I'm going to make the eggplant stir-fry the eggplant from my garden. It's such a beautiful thing, and it gives me pride and joy cooking food with the ingredients that I got from my own garden. I'll start by putting some oil in a frying pan, and I'll wait for that to heat up, and meanwhile I'll cut some eggplant and I'll crush 4 large garlic cloves. My husband always says every dish tastes better with garlic, the more the better. To the hot oil, I'm going to add the eggplants, and I'm going to stir fry the eggplant and set it aside for later. When the eggplant become golden just like that and soft, you can set it aside. To the same pan, I'm going to add more oil, and I'm going to stir fry some sliced red onion. I'm going to add some salt to it and the crushed garlic. I'll stir fry until the onions become soft. Once the onion becomes soft, to that I'm going to add the ground turkey meat. I'll stir fry the turkey meat with the onion until it becomes brown in color and it's all the way cooked. To the ground turkey, I added some soy sauce. To that I added some mirin, which is Japanese cooking white, which has a sweet taste to it. And then once it's all cooked and all the sauces are marinated inside, I'm going to add the eggplant that I set aside previously. If you cook everything together, the eggplant's gonna melt with the meat and it's not gonna taste as good. So make sure you put them aside and add them once everything is almost ready. After that, you just have to stir fry it, not for too long. You have to just marinate the meat and the eggplant together. It takes 2 to 3 minutes in a medium-high heat. After that, it's ready, and I'm going to assemble the first lunchbox with a half lunchbox with white steamed rice and the other half with the eggplant and ground turkey. After that, I'm going to fry some eggs. The way my husband likes it, you have to deep fry the eggs, but I think it's very unhealthy, and since he's taking a lot of eggs at work, I'm not going to deep fry it as well. I shallow fry it both sides. As you can see, my husband really loves eggs, and once everything is fried, I'm going to add that to another lunchbox, and I'm going to pour some oyster sauce on top of it, and that's it. And I packed previously cooked beef soup and egg pudding as dessert, and I also added some cheese in the middle of the rice and turkey, so when you're gonna warm it up at work, it's gonna melt and it's gonna taste delicious. That's the egg pudding. Once I was done cooking the food for the first day, we're gonna take a break and give it back to my son. We usually do it together. What's the running time? Covered. Not bad. Hold it. Hold it. Like I said, my husband and I love to do this type of activities together. It's a fun time for him, and it's a fun time for us just to look at him taking a bath and having fun and playing in it. So we were told by our doctor to give him a bath every other day, and every bath have to be in tepid water, not hot. Actually, they told us to give him cold bath, but we felt really bad to do that, so we just do tepid water, slightly warm, and he takes 20-minute bath medicated because my son has eczema on his skin. So we try to give him longer bath, and also we like to give him bath before bedtime, so he plays in the water and he gets tired and he fall asleep very fast and he takes longer sleep. This is how our schedule is every night. And as you can see, he absolutely loves bathing. He likes to splash the water around, play with his toys. Sometimes we put him on his back. Of course, we put our hand on his neck and his back, and he back swim. And he has the time of his life, and we love it.
Bless you. Bless you. Did you enjoy the shower shower? Okay. So much I said like layer.
It's like
Handsome you baba.
very lovely.
Handsome you baby. Handsome you baby.
This is the lunch for his second day of work. I'm going to make burger for him, homemade burgers. Burger is one of my husband's favorite food, so I never go wrong with it. First, I'm going to toast his burger buns a little bit. Not for too long, just maybe I'll toast it for 1 minute until they're a little crispy on the bottom but still soft on the top. After that, I'm going to add some oil, and I have pre-made burger patties in my freezer. I made a lot of them, and whenever I need to cook them, I just defrost them the night before in the fridge, and I just cook them. They're pre-seasoned. I cook about 3 minutes per side, turning them often. You heard my son coughing in the background. Trust me, he don't have a cough. He just does it on purpose because he knows when he does that, me and his dad give him attention, and he loves to do that, and we find it so cute. So after the patty is ready, I'm going to add some cheese on top of it, and it takes just a few seconds for it to melt, and once it melted, it's done. We can take off the burger patties from the frying pan, and to that same oil, it has all the flavors of the beef and the spices. I'm going to add some sliced onion, and I'm going to add a pinch of salt to that, and I'm going to stir fry it until all the onion is caramelized. Once the onion is caramelized and took all the flavor from the beef juices, I'm going to set it aside, and to the same pan, I'm going to fry 2 eggs, and they're going to be sunny side up, so the yolk is going to be runny, not cook all the way. Once I'm done frying the egg, I'm going to assemble the burger. So that day, after I finished making it, I realized that I don't have lettuce, but I have cabbage at home. So I shredded the cabbage very thinly, and I put it in ice water, so it's going to take the sharpness of the cabbage flavor out of it. And after that, I drained it, and I put it on top of the burger bun, and to that I'm going to add the sauces on top of it. I'm going to add mayo and ketchup. Every time I make sure not to add the ketchup or mayo on the bun, because if you add the sauces on the bun is going to absorb the liquid from it, and it's going to become soggy. Of course, he's not going to eat it immediately. If he did, it was fine, but since he had to take it to work and wait until his lunch break or dinner break to eat it, it's better not to put the sauce on top of the bun. So once I put the sauces, I'm going to put the meat patties with the cheese on top of it, and on top of that, I'm going to add my caramelized onion. Once I've done putting all my caramelized onion on the burger, I'm going to add my sunny side up egg on top of the burger, and I'm going to put the burger buns on the side, so when he's ready to eat it, he can just put it on the top. this bun is this burger actually is kind of messy to eat because when you bite into the yolk, because it's runny, it's gonna explode, it's gonna go everywhere, it's gonna drizzle on your hand. But my husband absolutely adores it. I hate it. I never want to eat anything that is messy or this tall because I cannot fit it in my mouth, but he loves it like that and I'll cook it for him. So that's his lunch. So one box of burger and the other box it has eggplant and rice from the previous day. I cooked extra, and egg pudding as a dessert. So that's the end of the night. My husband haven't come back from the work yet, and it's my son and I, and he's sleeping. He looks like an angel, absolutely beautiful and peaceful. I'll just watch some TV and go to sleep. Thank you for staying with me, and please everybody stay safe.